Right, we're live. We're ready to go. I want to talk to you about a very important topic, you guys. Why you're not motivated to work out. So I'm going to give some time here to start so more people to join. We'll give it about 1 minute and then we'll get started immediately because we want to get right. Because this is something that most of you struggle with. Anybody that wants to get in shape but says, I'm not motivated to work out, this will for sure give you an insight of what is going on. What is going on here, all right? So let's get ready on 3, 2, 1. What is going on, Self-Care Nation? Sam Fried here, your online fitness coach and self-improvement coach. Want to talk to you about why you're not motivated to work out. So this is something that is very common. A lot of people would say, well, I don't feel motivated to go to the gym. I don't feel like I have the energy to go. And the truth is, you might not like to hear that. You do have the energy. You just block yourself from it. There's something you let it get in your way that it does not allow you to utilize that energy and use it for your advantage. So I'm going to explain to you why this happens in 3 steps. Number 1, you are focusing on the right time to come or waiting for the right time to come. Okay, what that means? That means is, oh, I'm busy and you got work. And what happens, this becomes the new mantra where it's kind of like a song that's playing and stuck in your head where you wait and wait and wait. The truth is, I bet you if you said that, then it has been years for you of saying the same thing, waiting for the right time to come. And then you give yourself the reasons. Oh, well, I'm married, I got a kid, I got a job, a full-time job, this and that, and I got to drive here, and well, this story will never end. Unfortunately, that story will never end. Because you have prioritized everything in your life except for yourself, and that is the truth. So what you need to do, you need to change that script and into, okay, well, I'm not going to wait till I'm not busy, then I'll do it. Don't wait for that. I'm going to start with something, even if it's 10 minutes of working out. Just do something, okay? If you just interrupt that script and you start saying things different to yourself, I bet you there is time. Because there is always time. The problem is you're not taking advantage of it. Okay? So that was number 1. And number 2, you kill your own momentum. What does that mean? You kill your own momentum. By the time you get home from whatever it is, that you do, you're depleted. But why you get depleted? I'll tell you why. Because you overthink everything in your head before making the decision to go to the gym. So example, I'm going to say something real quick that's important. Not so long ago, I had a speaking event with a school district, and we talked about productivity, and I brought up this point in particular that I'm going to share it with you. You break the task to too many rather than short, simple, doable steps. For example, the task in your head, you break it down to too many tiny pieces. For example, you come home from work and you want to decide to go to the gym, but then you do that while you're sitting down or maybe eating, whatever you're doing, or watching TV, and you're thinking that you need to go to the gym, but you say, for example, I want to work out, but I got to get my gym bag, I got to get my stuff ready, I got to go to the gym, I got to get there, go to the locker's room, I got to change, and then come out, and then got to fill up my water bottle, and then I got to find the right machine if it's not taken. You broke the task more than 10 steps. Every single one of those steps consumed energy from your brain. Okay? That's what happens when you're making a decision. So you become a decision fatigue. There's something called decision fatigue. Your brain is depleted now. So instead of becoming proactive to take action, your decision becomes reactive to take a step back. And that's when I will do it tomorrow takes the place, or next week. And then when that happens more than once, it becomes a habit, and that's the pattern you get stuck in. So what you need to do is take advantage of the momentum. If I were you and I was very, very busy, which I do, but I've adjusted my lifestyle, then I would have my gym bag in my car, and so there's no space for the energy to fall down from work straight to the gym. Okay, so I position myself in a place where all it takes is 2 or no more than 3 steps to get my workout in. Okay, if you position yourself this way, then you're gonna adjust around your lifestyle, and then from there the momentum will take off. You do it multiple times, momentum will take off. And the third one is you are so focusing on doing too much too soon. Too much too soon. By the way, whenever you have a question, you can just message me, whether you're watching this video on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, wherever door you're coming into my world from, you can just shoot me a message and I'll be more than happy to respond back, or just leave a comment. You leave your question in the comment box below. So you're focusing on doing too much too soon because you now, like let's say you haven't worked out in a long time, you've lost your momentum, you want to get back, but your ideal workout is I gotta go and sweat my ass off for 1 hour, hour and a half. Well, at your peak days, you did that. But now that you need to regenerate momentum or motivation or the energy, you need to start with something low to climb on. So the ideal workout doesn't begin with an hour intense 1 hour session where you're sweating and you're sore, can't move the next day. It doesn't have to restart like that. What you could do, start with a small piece. A 10 minutes workout will do it. Even if it's 10 minutes of walking, just to get out of the comfort zone, just to do it, you know what I mean? Or running, or I'm gonna go to the gym and maybe I don't have to do the full workout in 5 exercises, but I'm gonna do 2 exercises. At least I get myself in the habit of get out of my head first, get out of my house second, and get to the gym third. Small pieces. And then on the next one, add another 5 minutes, and then build your way up. Don't think too much too soon. If you think about a pizza that you have to take the whole thing in one bite, you will never take a bite of your workout. Same thing. Okay? So those are the 3 steps to sum it up real quick. Why you're not motivated to work out. Number 1 is you are waiting for the right time to come, or waiting when you're not busy. Hopefully one day. It's been over years for you, 10 years. I don't know how long has it been, but don't wait for that. Second is that you kill your momentum, the space between, okay, I'm at work, I leave work, I get home. Here there's supposed to be a gym time. Nothing. You spend so much time between the gym, between work and gym, where you lose momentum in between and you don't end up making it to the gym. Okay, so for that, like I said, you gotta adjust around your lifestyle. Be ready. The task to go get your workout in shouldn't be more than 3. I have my gym bag already with me. I'm just gonna go straight to the gym. No excuses, no distraction, no TV around, no nothing, no conversation, no phone calls. Straight to the gym, get it done. Okay, and the third one, as I just mentioned earlier, is you're focused on doing too much too soon. 1 small bite at a time. A 5-minute workout to start, perfectly fine. A 10-minute workout after that, that will be great. 15, 20, and then a couple of weeks later, you're back to the routine or in the momentum of being on track of your fitness journey and weight loss journey. And that is, you build your way up to it. So hope this was helpful. Let me know your biggest takeaway from this video. And I'd love to hear your feedback. And if you have any questions, like I said, just comment below, or wherever. If you're watching this video on YouTube, give me a subscribe. There are more videos on personal development, self-improvement, and weight loss. Again, if you are interested and wanting to learn more about my fitness program, if you want to lose weight, get back in shape, and you need the guidance, you need the plan, you want to know what to do when you're by yourself, then all you have to do, reach out on any platform you are following me from, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and just shoot me a message with the word info, and I'll send you info. And so until the next time, peace. All right, what is going on? Let's see. We have my Russian friend is here as well. What's going on? Okay, these are some great tips. Very realistic, right? Very realistic, scientifically organized, and also very appropriate right now with chaos in life throwing off normal habits. That is so true. Casey, I love your feedbacks, man. You're always so detailed. You are definitely, you got an engineer mindset, man. you're always like, you just navigate towards the meanings behind the words and not just the words. You mentioned something very important. Scientifically, yes, organized. Well, here I was talking to like literally 20 minutes before this video. I was on a podcast with my massage school where I graduated from, Irene Massage Therapy, way back 10 years ago, and I was on their podcast, and I brought up a point about the self-care. And so they asked me, they were like, when you only got like, how do you take care of yourself when you only got 20 minutes between sessions? And I brought up a point that I said, well, this is something that I do that is not only between sessions, but it's like between tasks, generally speaking. So if you're somebody listening to this, I do a 5 minutes of silence, breathing with silence. And I brought that up intentionally because what happens is, if you don't know, that your brain uses more oxygen than your whole entire body. Okay? So when we are busy, we are operating. Busy means urgency. So we have a sense of urgency, like you just quickly going from one place to another, whether you do it physically or mentally. You are making decisions, and those decisions run on literally calories, and that's the energy. So your brain, while your brain is firing neurons, which are the communication messages, the signals, is like sparks, the flies that carry message from one neuron to another to signal for your body to do the task. It needs oxygen to function. So the more overloaded you are, the more oxygen you're using. And so what happens is, when you don't supply enough oxygen, it's kind of like cardio for your brain. If you're not breathing properly, you don't get enough oxygen. So you, most of the time, you'll feel tired. So that 5 minutes of silent breathing in silence allows yourself to breathe outside of the stressful state of mind, which means the breathing is much deeper and supplying yourself more oxygen. Because when you're stressed, the urgency is always a stressful state, and busy, that's stressful. We tend to breathe more shallow under stress, or some people don't even breathe. Like some people hold their breath, and they keep moving until like almost a minute or even more later, they take another breath in. And I've seen that with my clients that I coach. I used to do that too until I got in the habit of breathing. And so you gotta constantly take a moment and do cardio for your brain by taking a 5 minutes of breathing in silence, so you can supply yourself with more oxygen. Great. Thank you, Casey, for your feedback. Appreciate it. All right, folks. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. Don't hesitate to reach out. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions, and we'll see you on the next video. Let's go.